You're listening to Salford City Radio, 94.5 FM. Friday Sports Show, your host, Jimmy Petruzzi, bringing news from Waglara and around the world. We're very, very fortunate to show to some of the world's best sports people, athletes, you name it, people in field psychology, and many other related fields and different fields too. Today we're talking about a very important topic. We have the manager at the Total Hospital who's kind enough to join us all the way from Florida, I believe. Bette Zirkelbach, welcome to the show. Great to have you on board.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
No, it's great to have you on board. And I suppose we sort of, it commemorates World Ocean Day. We can sort of talk about, turtles. But can you give us a bit of an idea in terms of what you do, Bette, just for our listeners, what's sort of your role?
Sure. Well, the Turtle Hospital has been rescuing, rehabilitating, and returning endangered and threatened sea turtles to the wild for over 36 years. And I have had the pleasure of managing the Turtle Hospital for the past 11 years. I wear a lot of hats. We're a small grassroots organization. We're nonprofit, so everything we do goes back to the turtle care. In the Florida Keys, where we are lucky enough to see 5 of the 7 species of sea turtles. And I guess the hard thing, Jim, is they are in trouble. So we do get a lot of turtles. We're currently caring for over 50 sea turtles right now.
Wow. I mean, the research, from what I can see here, talks about how, more than 55% of UK adults would travel to new destinations to see wildlife and sea life. So it is obviously something that, people sort of do take a big interest in, that's for sure. So can you tell us a bit about how sort of Florida Keys is sort of taking wildlife seriously?
Yeah, so we have one of the only reef systems in the United States, and our corals are in trouble, and all the animals like the sea turtles that depend on those marine ecosystems. So ecotourism is a big deal to us. We love to have visitors, and we love to help them to fall in love with our oceans, our reef systems, and the animals that live there, because the more people know something, the more they're going to care about it, and we do see that. So it is very important to not just us at the Turtle Hospital, what I would say to most residents in the Florida Keys.
And am I right in saying that at the Total Hospitals, for example, so you guys take in maybe sort of maybe sick and injured animals that are struggling from the ocean to get them back into the ocean, try and get them back to health if possible?
Yeah, that's our mission, and that is our goal with every turtle that comes into the Turtle Hospital. Sadly, most of what we're seeing is human impact injuries, everything from boat strikes and fishing gear entanglements to a horrific disease that they actually found around the globe in warmer climates called fibropapillomatosis, and it affects the green sea turtle population. But the good news, Jim, is we see over 100,000 visitors a year here at the Turtle Hospital. 6 out of 10 of our rescue calls come from visitors that visit our islands, and they come through the Turtle Hospital. They learn about our program, and now they're out on the water fishing, diving, boating, and they're the ones that call in and help us rescue turtles. So it's a win-win for the sea turtles.
Fantastic. And if you give us a bit of insight to the World Ocean Day and the sort of 2 juvenile green turtles, Spencer and Nacho, can you tell us a bit about those?
Well, World Ocean Day, it's a day to help bring attention to our oceans, which takes up most of our planet and everything living in it. And it's something obviously we think is a big deal because of what we do. And sea turtles are the oldest animal known to man on this planet. So they were in our oceans when dinosaurs were roaming the land, which is even hard to think about. So they're what we call an indicator species. So what we see happening to sea turtles is eventually going to happen to all of life. So not only on World Ocean Day, but every day we try to drive that point home and help educate the general public to help them to realize that by helping sea turtles in our oceans, they're really helping themselves.
That's really interesting. That I didn't realize that, but I'm sure a lot of our listeners didn't realize that either. Really, in terms of the the turtles themselves, like how long they've been around on the planet, also like as a predictor in terms of us as human beings too. That's really fascinating stuff as well. I mean, there's obviously a lot of ocean as well in the UK and Europe as well. And in terms of anyone looking to find out some more information about what you do and maybe sort of how they can get involved in somehow, if that's something they'd like to sort of consider.
Sure. So the most important thing is to fall in love with sea turtles and talk to people about the sea turtles and our oceans. Education really does go a long way. We're at a sweet spot in time. We have the technology to really, on a global level, help people to understand the challenges that they face. You can go online and go to our website at turtlehospital.org. That's ORG. Or you can follow us on social media like Facebook and Instagram. And I personally do a couple live feeds a week where you get a window into our turtle hospital and our surgeries and what we're doing with our patients.
That's really fascinating. I'll definitely check that out myself too, that's for sure. But I want to thank you for coming on board the show. It's been really interesting and informative. No doubt the listeners as well have found it interesting. All I can say, keep up the fantastic work, and thanks for coming on board. Thank you.
All right, thanks for having us, and have a totally awesome day.
Awesome. Thank you.